everybody? Welcome on back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Slime Rancher, where we are getting busy. I sold off a bunch of our stuff, so that's all done and taken care of. Apparently, with the slime science update, I'm going to need like all the slimes, and so we'll probably want to look into expanding our land a little bit. Basically playing our hand and expanding our land, maybe starting a band. Don't just let it pass by with your head in the sand, because this is important stuff. This is our livelihood. This is, you know, the government's always trying to pick on the rural slime farmer, you know. Those people up in the city think they can tell us slime farmers what we can do, but we say no to that. We say no. We say no. Oh, man. I gotta, hold on. Put those plorts over there. Did he go back in? Oh, he's over here. All right, I can't have this dude running around and causing issues, so we'll throw him inside of there. We have crops growing over here. Do we have our heartbeats? We have our heartbeats. Fantastic. Heartbeats are plopping up out of the ground like bloop, 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 bloop. And now we're going to add them to our inventory. Throw them on in here. Man, it's Thanksgiving Day right now. Getting a little hungry. I've been saving it. I had hardly any breakfast this morning because I wanted to get ready for the food debauchery that was about to occur. Just the gluttony that was about to occur tonight. Got a lot to be thankful for in life right now. Got a lot of good things going on. And you have to eat in proportion. It's your punishment. You have to eat in proportion to the good things that you have in life at the moment. It's to punish yourself, to make you just be like, oh my god, my stomach is so full, kill me please. That is your punishment for having so many things to be happy about. An odd onion. I'll grow some of these and see what happens. I don't really know what's going to pop on out. I would definitely recommend we get ourselves this farmland unlocked on the left. The ranch expansion is going to cost us around $2,000 though. So we'll have to find some way to dig up the cash to get that all nice and done. This other odd onion, I don't think I'm going to need it. So, yeah, enjoy. I'll just throw it at these random slimes over here and get something a little bit more applicable to my operation. Sure, pink plorts. I will pick you up right now because I'm basically only on a carrot run anyways. We have some fruits up here, but it looks like they ate the vast majority of them, so nothing to concern ourselves with there. Pick up the rest of those carrots. We do have some upgrades going on into our backpack. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, we've upgraded our backpack so we can carry more stuff around with us, which I think was a pretty solid plan. I think it's going to work out for us well in the long run. It's one of those upgrades that I don't see really any potential downsides to doing it. Like, you might as well. Slime, get out of there. You are unwelcome inside of my backpack, Slime. Please excuse yourself. This is not the place for... Wow, how did they get a bunch of hybrids down in here? How did that happen? There's a tabby slime, but there's no rock slimes down in here. Huh. How very, very odd. I don't even really know how to approach that. That's just a weird situation. On this side, there's no rock slimes here either. There's a bunch of different slimes, and they're eating different plorts and, like, doing slimy things and just having fun. Not in kind of like the Chicago way of doing slimy things, you know, that grime, that dirty. But I assume that they're having fun. They're eating each other's shit, which that's not part of the ritual of friendship among humans. But I guess if it works for slimes, it works for slimes. I guess probably not good for the breath, though. My guess is Tic Tac sales are probably through the roof among slimes. Unless they just don't care. Unless that's like a pleasant thing for them. I don't know. A little nasty. A little gross. A little sick. I would like... Oh no, I fell. I fell because I didn't have enough energy. And now I gotta go around the horn and risk them eating all of my pogo fruits, which are supposed to be for my phosphorus slime so that we can get paid. There we go. So now we got the pogo fruits. I'm gonna fill up the remainder here. Just random stuff, I guess. If there's anything else we can make do with in this area. Nope, not really. Not really. Let's make a run off to this zone on this side. And in policing, we unlocked this area earlier. I think an episode or two ago, we had unlocked this little area so that we can go in and look for things that we need in it. There's everything from rock slimes to crystal slimes, stuff like that. They're all over the place. There's lots and lots and lots of them. Crystal slimes appear to have plorts that are pretty valuable. So I'm thinking I may try to bring a few of them home. Just as a matter of course here. It seems like it's a bad plan to not do that. So let's just ignore all these slimes. We're going to rush our way out here. I don't remember exactly where the crystal slimes were at, but I think I've got a rough idea of where they may be laying down, where they lay at right now, as it's colloquially known. There's just one random chicken up in the cave. The cave chicken. That's like the chicken version. That's the hen version of Batman right there. I guess that'd be Bat Hen. We could also do, it'd be pretty easy to do magma slimes right now, or boom slimes, I'm sorry. If we wanted boom slimes, I think that would be doable. I'd probably stay away from it for the moment, just because a little bit of altitude there. We'll try to figure out. I think it was over here that we found the crystal slimes previously, but then I fell into water because I didn't have a jetpack and I underestimated my long jump abilities. My track and field skills, they failed me. I tried really hard and they were miserable. They were downright awful. I'm gonna need at least like 6 of you guys to really make this worth it. Some carrots in here. They only eat the odd shrooms, though, I think. Or, I'm sorry, not the odd shrooms. I think they only eat the odd onions, though. So we'll have to watch out for that. These guys are over here getting it done. And in fact, hybridizing these might not be the worst plan. There's the crystal plorts right there. They're not actively trying to harm me yet. I think one of them got me right there. 8 crystal slime seems about right. We'll set up a new pen, and we'll get them interred, which I realize has kind of a morose ring to it. But well, it's a morose job that we do out here, to the background of banjo music and solemn guitars. You know we've got to have like random tar showing up pretty soon. I don't see anything down there. Otherwise, yeah, let's go this way. We'll bail back out and we're going to head back to town. I think there's a teleporter on the back end of this zone that'll make it quicker. Let's go look for that so that I can commit it to memory for later. But for right now, I don't want to walk all the way back the hard way because that seems like a bit too much work. It's too much effort. It's too much walking. My feet get tired easily. I'm a simple man with simple feet. And unfortunately, the simple feet, they don't take the calluses as well as they used to. They just don't. Jetpack our way over to here. I'm going to try and keep my way out of trouble with all these random radiation slimes that are around. Rad slimes. They're nasty little bastards. They really, really are. Oh, we got hostile ones over here, too. Let's just not participate in those shenanigans. I don't want to have fun with that. I think it was around here somewhere. I think it was up the hill or something. And I haven't actively searched all these areas yet. There may be something good, bad, better, or worse, depending. I think it was this way. Yes? Are you this way, little teleporter? Yes? Are you here? Teleporter? Nope, no teleporter. I think it's up on top of this bluff. Nope, it's right here. Never mind, I was wrong. Cool. That's all done and taken care of. We got carrots. That's actually just going to be feeder food for these guys over here. Like, definitely not the best thing I could have given them for, like, a really, really productive output. But it'll work for now. And then we'll feed these slimes, too. That should hold them for at least another day or two. And provide us with another payday, which I think is the really important part. We got some chickens in here. I don't want you. Is that all the hens? No, I still got some left. Alright, kitty slimes. Enjoy. And then we'll also throw a couple stony hens in there just to increase our outputs. I am going to build myself a corral here with high walls. And then we will go to business getting... These guys are really, really profitable as far as I understand, so we should be able to start making some serious money from them. Yeah, 55 for a crystal plort right now. Pretty good stuff, all things considered. Prices are high on pink plorts, so we'll get a little bit of money right there. We have... Oh, really? The odd onions grow in conjunction with carrots. That's a very, very odd thing. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'm alright with it. Oh my god. They crystallized the hell out of that with a quickness. We may need to, like, automate our plort production in here, I think. Ooh, they extend outwards a little bit, too. We can't step on those, by the way. It's bad news. It's like Keith Courage bad news. You step on any of those. You guys remember Keith Courage? Keith Courage was what was up. I remember being at Circuit City and seeing the turbo graphics over there and Keith Courage playing on the little demo or whatever. Oh, it was so dope. Keith Courage was what was up. See, there's the real paycheck. Now we're moving on up and we're having a good time. So we need to get the water tank in order to get these crystals out of here. Although it looks like they can only deploy so many crystals per creature. So it's not that bad. But it is a situation that needs to be looked into. Wow, there are a lot of plorts in here. You guys must have been, like, seriously hungry. Oh, nope, not the plorts. Not the plorts. Put you guys back in there because you're doing a good job. Well done with the productivity. Well done. Rock plorts, I'm just going to sell them at market cost right now because I just got to get them out of the pen. There we go. Later on in the game, you can actually make silos that allow you to store some of these plorts for later on. And that allow you to wait for market corrections and things of that nature, make your life a little bit easier. But at the same time, that's all cleaned out. We get the tabby slimes going. Very good. Cool. We should be set up for like a massive payday right now. And that massive payday should fund our expansion without too many problems. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, good stuff. All right. So we're up to almost $2,500. That, in and of itself, makes me think that it's time for us to add sprinklers and nutrient soil to this guy over here. Perfect. Don't really need a scare slime for right now. I just want these things to be growing efficiently and just kind of moving along. We'll put the other pens somewhere. I don't know entirely what I want to do with the pens, but did they eat the other carrots? If they ate the other carrots, I could use a little bit more cash. An extra $100 right there, but I don't know if that's going to be incredibly useful. Let's see if we can afford this after. Actually, I got to drop these off first. That's good. Plort away. Plort, plort. Good. And this should be, I think it was 16 something that this costed for the new area. $17.95, in fact. That's no good. That's a little saddening, but it's all right. I can live with it. Over on this side, did I have anything else? We have the Vitamizer. Yeah, get the Vitamizer going because we're definitely going to need to have our chickens growing at a more rapid rate as they spit out little chickadoos. I think that's going to help. So with the 1220 still remaining, there are tasks that we can work on here. We've got 2 keys unlocked. We're going to need a 3rd key before we can go much further. And in fact, I think I'll probably focus on one of the Gordos, one of these stone Gordos next. One of the ones that's in the zone off to the side. Nothing left to eat over on that side. There are some fruits and things dangling around, but I don't think that's going to be inherently helpful for now. All these slimes should have fed, which means that anything that made it through the horrible experience for a vegetable, this was all like a horror movie down here. Doesn't look like we got anything going on right there. I'm going to leave them to their own devices. I think there are some carrots out here maybe. Not 100% sure. That was a horrible time for my nose to get itchy. It just itches, okay? It just itches every now and again, and I don't know why. It has something to do with my mustache. Of that, I'm almost certain. I'm like 90% certain it has something to do with that. No veggies up here, but in the next zone, we'll be able to get heartbeats, which are their favorite. And so that should help us fill out the little guy, the big guy, I guess. He's much, much larger than I'm giving him credit for. I know, evil cave full of slimes. You're upset with me because I'm walking through your area. You know, the goals that we want to focus on right now are essentially unlocking all the zones so that we have free reign and we can run around and do whatever we want to do while we earn our money. Although with the crystal slimes, that might make that a little bit trivial. Actually, the crystal slimes are worth a lot of money, so should be able to do something with that. Got heartbeats over here. Sounds great. I will take those with me. There's a fruit plant over there. Not going to help me for the task at hand. Ow. Unimportant for the current task. Those have already been picked through, unfortunately, so I don't think we're going to get much of a profitable exchange there. It does look like something is over there, unless that slime just randomly accidentally got up there. Which is also possible. He may have just somehow gotten his ass up here. I don't really know. Looks like it. Nothing important up here, but it looked cool for a second. And that's what I like about this game is there's lots of little ledges, little nooks, little crannies that you get to run around inside and take a look and see if there's anything there. Lots of exploration to be done, which I think is a very, very fun aspect of this game. And one that I hope they don't shy away from. They should hide caves up on top areas where it seems like you're not supposed to be able to get. They should put hidden treasures all over the walls of this game. Like, seriously, it'll make the game a better game because I think they're already doing it pretty strongly. And continuing that trend, I don't think would be too horrible of an ambition. Hey, you better get up out of here, man. I need this food. I need it more than you do. He shit in midair. I don't know if I could shit in midair. One time I went to the lake and I tried to poop underwater and it didn't work out so great. Like, I gave it my all. I gave it my I gave it my best push, if you know what I mean. And it didn't work out so well. Like, I tried really, really hard. It's just that underwater, you kind of got to flip and you get yourself like a little enema thing going on too. Kind of sucks. It's not a fun thing. It's not a fun thing. I think they had things that I would like in this cave over here with the crystal slimes. If you're trying to harvest food, I would always do it kind of like around like 11 noonish, because it seems like the slimes get hungry in the morning, they eat, and then they're good to go for a while, and then things regrow. We've got odd onions down there. Nothing inherently useful right here. A couple of heartbeats, I guess. I may actually have to dig through my own crops to make this work properly. I don't know just yet. We do have crystal plorts right there. Oh, until that guy ate it. Never mind. I was going to go get myself a crystal plort, but he ruined it for everybody by just being like, nom, 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 nom. And becoming a tar, is that really what you want to be? You can be a happy-go-lucky slime, or you can be a tar in life and just let negativity rule everything. And it's your call. It's your place in life to make that decision. But is that really what you want? Do you really want your life to be so negatively affected by everything? Or you can just let it go and just be like, whatever. It's all good. I will take pond plorts if they're over here. Puddle plorts are great. They are fantastic. The only downside to puddle plorts is that there's no consistent way to farm a lot of them aside from having just a ton of puddle slimes that just hang out because they consume the water. They like absorb it and then they poop it out, and that's what makes them feel successful in life. That's how you judge the success of a puddle slime, is how much water can I drink. Oh, these are those yam things too. I will need those later on. Right now they're not incredibly useful or pertinent to our journey, but we would want to mentally note where those are at for now, because later on we will get creatures that need those in order to survive. And so my suggestion would be that if you know where something is at, just take note of it real fast and be like, oh yeah, there's a thing over there. We actually do not have a lot of supplies. I guess I'll work on this one. He really, really, really likes this food. It's definitely not going to be enough to get him fully grown and explode and get our key out, but it'll be enough to get him started. Probably not going to entertain the tar too much over here. I don't think that represents a wise course of action. I think that would be one of those things that if you had the time for it and you were feeling a little bit bored, sure, let's play around with the tar. But for right now, leave them to play by themselves. They're perfectly capable. They don't need companionship. They were very clear about that point. Oh, good. There's tar down here, too. There's tar everywhere. Oh, yeah. I forgot that there's a big radiation slime down in here. I had completely and totally forgotten about that as a possibility. Huh. Well, then I guess it's a good thing I refreshed my memory. They added that with the last patch that I played through here on the channel. And honestly, I try to revisit this game as frequently as possible because it's a fun game. Like, from the top to the bottom, it's just a really, really good game. So I wouldn't ignore it. If you're into indie gaming and you want to support those developers out there that are making fun stuff, this is definitely counted among that number. Actually, they seem to have eaten through a lot of this stuff pretty quickly. Couple stony hens, though. Those will be good for feeding the cat largo. Gordo, I think it's Gordo is the big ones. The cat Gordo. I don't see anything down there, like any ledges or anything of that kind. This is the second time we've run out here today. What's up on top of this little bluff, though? Is it like a in construction area? It is. It's an in construction area, so this has not been concluded yet. Looks like there's another treasure hidden along a ledge over on that side, and it's a purple one. Oh, I almost made a horrible mistake. Horrible mistake. My heart dropped for a second there. I was like, well, I'm dead. I ain't gonna make it. Let's wait for our jetpack to recharge. We'll go back across. We'll use the teleporter. And frankly, we didn't get a whole lot of things out that are going to be useful. So we'll throw all these stony hens into the pen, and then we'll focus on like little upgrades for our other stuff, I guess. We do have a heartbeat right there, though, so I'll take it. All right, back out and in our place of business. Puddle plorts are up. They are 51 a pop right now. Very, very nice. The origin of that, by the way, if you didn't know. Ooh, tough call. I can either use these to feed the Gordo, or I can give them to my critters. Tough call. Real tough call. Although now that I have the crystal slimes, I'm of the opinion that I don't really need the rock slimes anymore. They're basically just inferior versions. And so that'll conserve some food right there. It clears out a pen for something that's a little bit more profitable. You guys, by the way, eat up. Enjoy. We haven't picked up a second harvest from over here yet in our little onion field. But I'm assuming that we shall do so at least somewhat soon. It used to give you a timer for when the growth was done, but I guess they removed that. People must not have liked that feature. Bummer. Stony hens. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Grow to fruition. We have an elder hen right there, or an elder roostro, sorry. Once they reach that age, they can no longer breed, and you might as well just remove them from the pen because they're not going to be useful to anybody. And then I would just throw it in here with the ravenous kitties and let them do their thing. The vicious... Oh, there's a stony chick out here. Here, stony chick, go back in there. Go back in there, stony chick. I am going to have to feed some of my cats. So let's go ahead and do that now rather than later. We'll leave one of the normal hens inside of there. And I think that puts us in a really, really good spot. I mean, we're a little bit constricted by a lack of gates that are open to us at the moment. In fact, I may just sleep here until tomorrow night to see what happens. Replenish our crops and do our thing. We've got new mail. Chickens! A message from Bob where he implores us to get him more chickens. He loves chickens. Sleep until morning. It's now day 7, everybody. We're moving along. Moving along with a quickness. Oh, yeah, that's a satisfactory harvest. I'm okay with it. Sure, certainly. Absolutely. We only got 2 onions out of that one, though, so I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to say remove the crops from this plot. I'm going to take that and I'm going to restock it like right now so we don't have to worry about it for later. On this side, the heartbeats are not quite ready to go yet. It would be my hope that they would have been, but oh well. Let's make a little bit more money on this side, shall we? I've got plorts to be collected, crystals to be had. If I do have to suck up the slimes, don't worry about it. There's no detriment to sucking up the slimes, so it's not really that big of a deal. We've got a bunch of crystal plorts in here, and I'm assuming the market's going to drop, because I think in some way the game like monitors, you know, Big Brother is out there. I think it monitors, yeah, what you've been selling, and so it will raise and lower the price based on that if there's little gaps in your coverage or whatever. So we've got a little bit more stuff to play with there. I am going to buy the overgrowth now. And if you haven't seen the overgrowth, it's actually a pretty nice little area, mostly farmland, but it does give you some native plots too to play around with. So this area will provide you with chickens. This area will provide you with all kinds of random stuff that just spawns here. And if you want carrots, they've got extra carrots that grow all by their lonesome so that you don't have to carry really a carrot plot anymore. It's not something that is really an issue anymore. There's also around here, you've got yourself a couple of pogo fruit plants that'll grow here and there. Good stuff. It'll also give you access to a zone on this side that I think you actually need a key for, so you can avoid spending the key if you buy this, because it just gives you a pass right there. Like, you can just run straight through and do your thing. So pretty cool stuff. We're out of time for the day. We'll have a look around this zone in the next episode. It's not much. It's more of a transition zone than an actual zone itself. But still, it does have its uses. So I'll see you all in the next episode of Slime Rancher. Thank you for stopping on in. It's been a lot of fun so far. Hi to everybody, and we will reconvene tomorrow with a new plan for what we want to accomplish. I've got 30 carrots right now, though, so I'm thinking it's a pretty solid idea to maybe throw these... Yeah, to maybe throw these into a... I think I'll probably give them to the Gordo. I think that's what I'll probably do. So, thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to have you here. Bye, everybody, and I'll see you when you come by again tomorrow.